Kyle here with more Space Engineers, and today what we are doing, as you may or may not be able to tell, is we're taking our one of our welding ships apart. The reason I'm doing this is because I need to get a grinder together. Because I was working on this and I realized I don't actually have a grinder. That's not good. We need a grinder. So we're going to go ahead and put one together. And I am honestly not sure how well this is going to work. Because I'm using... this is the vanilla grinder. Which has a ridiculously short range on it. So I'm kind of apprehensive to see just how bad it's going to be. I may need to mod one in. Maybe bring it over the Twin Industries piece so that we have the dual weld or the dual grinder there. So we'll see how it works though. All right, let's go ahead and use this on here. Everything else we will over here throw into a cargo box because we have a lot of materials coming off of this thing. Okay, so why do I have like getting random stuff? Oh, sorry, my headset made me a little itchy today. Okay. Well, actually, while we're thinking about it, we want you. Can we? Aha, that works. Okay. I don't want to be out here and, run out of oxygen. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish grinding this thing down. Alright, so now we can go ahead and we will place that there. Now what I did is, in order to keep the thrusters from flying away while I was working on this stuff, I went ahead and just put a temporary block in here. I may actually end up leaving that, and I'm really seriously considering actually doing a couple in here as well. Not only will that help reinforce everything, but it also, and protects all of the stuff. But if we have a catastrophic hit somewhere and we end up losing something, we don't have these very expensive thrusters drifting off into space. So, okay, what do I need to finish you then? We need 4 motors and 2 computers. We can do that. And where are my computers? There they are. Yeah, perfect. So what we'll do is, once we have all of this done, because we are now set up and running, what we're going to end up doing is I need to modify the shipyard a little bit. So when I was building it originally, I really wasn't expecting it to be for, overly large ships. So what I want to do is I actually want to change that. I want this to be able to accommodate larger builds, and right now we can't do it because as you see here, we've got a very limited framework, which is why I need the grinder, because we're going to be grinding a good portion of this down. I had actually thought about dropping down here and having a second shipyard, or even going over on one of the other wings and basically start expanding out maybe on the backside of the base, because we have the docking bay here, or the docking area, but we have this giant open spot on this side. So I had been thinking about putting a larger shipyard in, but getting too much further out, and we start running into issues with the gravity plane of the planet. And so I don't really want to risk that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit more multi-purposed. Which means, yes, we will have pistons involved, and, well, I think everyone knows how I feel about pistons. So, it will be interesting to say the least. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and I think we're going to do pretty much a time lapse on this. What we will end up doing is, let's go ahead and take this out. And take this out. And we maybe you want... How are we going to do this? Yeah, they keep saying that they have fixed pistons, and every time I try this, something blows up, so... Oh... Do we have... So what we will do is let's go... Here. Here. All right. And again, this is just basically to hold stuff together because we don't want pieces of the base to go drifting off now. And the rest of it's more or less just a design aesthetic choice. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'll probably repeat that pattern down here below. Again, it just gives us a little bit more of a buffer, but each one of these spots is going to be where we're placing a piston. And yes, I know we don't really need to have that many pistons in place, but that's okay. I want to have these be, like I said, I'm looking for stability and redundancy in this, and because of that, it means we're going to over-engineer it a little bit. Well, hopefully over-engineer it a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, get the last couple of these in. We will get the now grinding ship in place, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So I'm going to say, go ahead, sit back, relax, and yeah, enjoy the time lapse. Oh no, I dropped plates. Alright, and we're back. Well, as you saw, the first experiment with, or my playing around with the grinder, not so effective. Keep forgetting about the whole things need to be connected so they don't continuously float away bit. Ah. So I'm used to using the twin grinders, and mainly because those have a larger range, a greater reach on them. So I think I am going to have to use those. It just makes it a little bit easier, so I don't have to go chasing parts down. Which is rather unfortunate, because it does mean that I'm going to have to do pretty much all of this by hand. Which is not quite so much fun. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut, get this stuff ground down, and we will be right back. Oh, so much more to grind yet. And we're back. So I went ahead, ground down the rest of the what used to be the ship bay. Let me go ahead and we're going to go jump in here really quick, because we need to move this, because we're not quite done yet, and I'll explain exactly what we're doing here. Let's get the ship out of the way. Okay, so that should be good. So we have, I need interior plates. Let's grab like 10 of those, that should be fine. Alright, so basically what we've done is we've put a bunch of pistons and a bunch of welders together. Now, one of two things is going to happen. This is going to work beautifully, and we will have no problems and be able to build, different scaled ships. Or we are going to have a situation where the entire thing blows up and kills everybody within 3 light years. So I'm not quite sure which way it's going to go. And honestly, I'm not really sure which way I'm rooting for it to go either. It'd kind of be interesting to see it blow up and destroy everything within, the planetary system. Let the Kraken out kind of thing. Okay, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. So one of the things that we are looking at is, as you can see, we've gone ahead and expanded out a little bit. Yes, I do know that there is one less link on this side than on that side, and that is intentional. Because when this is fully extended, we may actually even be running into this, and I'm not really sure if that is going to work or not. So, let's go. What do we need to finish this? Components, steel tubes, and motors. Okay, let's see if we, I know we've got the parts on us. So we're going to go here so we can drop this stuff back. Actually, we're going to need that. We only need, can we grab 10 of those? Yes. Grab some of those. Grab some of those. And not going to be enough to finish it, but that's okay. We are going to come back and grab more here shortly. Actually, it was enough to finish it. Nice. Hey, look at that. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I'm really hoping this is going to clear. We are going to reverse this and see if it wipes anything out. Like I said, it should be okay. Now, the idea is that when everything is done, you'll basically have this on both sides, so you'll be able to do sliding welds as you need to. Oh, look at that. Man, you couldn't get a rat hair in there when this is done. Woo-hoo-hoo! But it does work. Okay. So, basically what we're going to see is all of these pistons. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do a lock on it, because this piston, there's a second piston here. Oh, I forgot about that. I need 4 tubes. Yes, I just need 4 large tubes. So the question is if we do this, is it going to break anything? Let's go ahead and grab 4 more of those just to get the, oops, basic piston done. I'm not going to worry about connecting it through. I'm honestly not that worried about it. Alright, so should be a panel on one side here somewhere. There we go. And yep, that's what I thought. All right. So it is just a little too close to the panel there. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually lock this one so it will not extend out. We were close. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll end up locking. I'll probably just lock all three of these then. I actually like having them there in the case that I do need them. But what we will do is we'll finish them, power them off. Actually, no, we'll probably just set their max distance to 0. And let's go ahead and reverse this. Because what you can do is you can actually set their max distance. And if you set their max distance to 0, like so, even when they are doing something, like if even though they're powered on and you tell things to extend, it won't be able to extend. So we'll probably have to do that for each of them. I'm gonna have to take this one apart because, well, reasons. Make sure there's no damage to any of these blocks. Everything looks good over here. Okay. And now that we have that, we can just go ahead and... Do I not have any... I have steel plates. Oh, because it's... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. Logic, right? Space engineers. Okay. So once that is clear of the obstruction, we can then do that. Alright. So, that is the basic plan. I'm going to have to take the grinders off, put the welders back on that thing. See, if we had welders on this side, we would be able to get at least the first row of things welded. But it's not going to work that way, unfortunately, so we are going to go... Oh, I don't have any interior blocks. Doesn't that figure? Alright, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to throw them down in the section below the video. I do my best to try and get back to you in a timely manner. I don't always succeed, and you know, if this is one of those times, I will apologize in advance. Nothing personal. I just ran out of time. Oh, but if you're new to the channel, I also do ask that you subscribe, simply because the likes, the subscriptions, and even the comments really do help the channel to grow, and it's greatly appreciated. It's also one of the easiest ways to tell me that you are enjoying the content. And I'm wondering if we just crashed. It's trying to catch up, so. But yeah, as I was saying, it's one of the easiest ways to tell me that you're enjoying the content, and that's what I want to be doing, making content that you enjoy. While I have fun playing the games, if what I'm sharing isn't enjoyable, well, it kind of defeats the purpose, so. Anyway, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, is it going to catch up? Probably not.